Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Cook and Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV. I'm here in Glasgow at the Braehead Shopping Centre. With me I've got promoter Ian Wilson. Ian, both fighters, Willie and Ricky, I thank you for putting this show on, and you know what? I'm going to thank you as well because I'm absolutely buzzing for this one, man. How are you feeling?
Exact same, and it was a great turnout today. It gets everybody out in the public as well, and a lot of respect between both fighters. Obviously, they've been through their whole careers together, but there's definitely a lot of pride at stake here. So I'm really looking forward to it. Looking forward to the whole show.
I thought there was maybe a little bit of needle because when I spoke to Willie, was like, I'm getting him it. Listen, and then I spoke to Ricky, and he said the same things. Like, listen, he's getting it. I'm going to wipe him clean out. So there is a wee bit of I'm not losing to you anyway, do you know what I mean? So there's a little bit of pride, and when you've got two Scottish guys, two Scottish boxing legends, I mean, none of them want to lose.
No, definitely don't want to lose. And it's, I mean, you know, they only stay miles apart from each other as well. Whole of Glasgow's here. They've been filling out places in Glasgow for, dare I say, nearly 2 decades now as well. So it's great. And you're right, there's massive pride at stake, and both definitely there to get the win. Mm-hmm. And it's the wee gloves as well. It's not, you know, it's
not an exhibition.
No, 100% not. 100% not. So.
And I want to speak to you. How do you feel with putting a show of this magnitude on? Obviously, there's no TV backing and all this sort of stuff. So when a small hole promoter does something like this, there is pressures and whatnot that goes with it. But how have you found it so far?
Listen, for me as well, I mean, I've been at a lot of these guys' fights throughout the years, and it's an honour to be putting it on as well. And I think it's great having a big show like this back in Glasgow, you know. And it's the card. We've got 3 Scottish titles on it. You've got 2 of the guys that medalled at the games, Cassidy Todd, Glasgow's first female boxer as well. So it's a really good card, you know, it's a really good card. So I'm excited for the whole thing.
So am I, and like I said, I'm going to echo, I think the undercard as well, that these young fighters that are on the undercard, they wouldn't have been on a show like this. They probably wouldn't have got the opportunity to fight on a huge card like this so early on in their career. So well done to you for putting that, and obviously well done to Willie and Ricky for agreeing to fight each other. So, but these young talents that you've got on this card, I mean, I'm excited for the future.
Yeah, no, there is. I think I'm excited with our stable as well. You know, there's a few lads that aren't on this show, but hopefully this is the first of many. You know, if this goes well, and then you can start looking, you've got a few ones starting off in their career, a few going into title fights. So you're looking to have big nights like this in Glasgow again. And you never know what will happen with who wins this one. That's decisions to be made after this fight, isn't it? So
well, definitely. And listen, I can imagine they get their second win, as they always say. But for you're excited about your stable, and obviously I know a couple of young fighters on, and something like Matt McHale's one. You've got Tyler Jolly who's training with Ricky Burns. He's another. But your stable, you've got Mike McHale, Martin Cross, and all these guys. They're good fighters. And they're talented fighters. Can you see one of them headlining that arena?
Definitely. Somebody like Matty McHale, you touched on there as well. I see, Matty's he's so huge at the weight, you know. He's going to be super fly on this. At a push, he could probably go lower, he won't. But I think Matty, myself, certainly British and moving on further than that, but I mean, could be a 2 or 3 weight champion. And I'm pretty confident. It's not something I would say lightly, you know, you don't say these things. But no, a lot of things, there's a lot of ones in the stable as well, just starting off. Still young, but I think there's a lot of champions going to be in the St Andrews stable in the future. Do you feel pressure in the fact that you've got to keep putting shows on now, Ian, because you've got a big stable of young talented fighters that are going to be hungry for fights? No, listen, I love it. You know, I think we've got 7 booked in for the St Andrews in the club, and we've got this starting off on the 1st of September, and we've got other shows all booked as well. So no, I love it, and it's listen, this is the whole thing, isn't it? It's getting fighters and going on a journey with the fighter, and hopefully, as I say, there'll be a lot of big nights with them in the future.
A great turnout today for the public workout 4 weeks out from the fight. I mean, I think the tickets are doing quite well as well, that I'm hearing. So, I mean, there's still tickets left. So why should they buy tickets for this fight? Because, like I say, if you want to see a barnstormer of a fight against 2 Scottish legends, it's a no-brainer for me.
Oh, definitely. Well, you've got that. You've got the main event, and as I say, there's 3 Scottish titles, 50-50 fights. There's some ones coming through that are going to have great careers ahead of them as well in the undercard. So yeah, it's a great night. You know, I'm looking forward to it as well, just to go and sitting down and enjoying the boxing. So it'll be a great night for Scottish boxing.
I'm buzzing for it. I'm lucky enough to be down in Manchester on the Saturday night for Liam Smith and Chris Eubank as well in the Old Firm on the Sunday. So for me, it's going to be a great weekend. I can feel it, mate.
No, and I'm going to that fight as well the next day, so I'll be doing this and then I'm going down for the Smith-Eubank fight.
Another away day with Ian Wilson. I'm excited.
I know, so I'm looking forward to that. So it'll be a great weekend. It'll be a great weekend.
Yeah, and listen, I think the ring's getting packed up, the crowd's dispersed, Ricky and Willie, all the fighters have gone home, but me and you are still here. But listen, thank you so much, mate, and if I don't see you before the first, I'll see you then, my man.
Thank you, Andrew. Thanks again.
Thanks, Ian.
Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Kugan Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
You get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.